Hello, my little degenerates. Welcome. It's your boy, Mr. Degenerate, back at it again for another damn video. And oh my goodness, man. San Diego Comic-Con is back, baby. I know it's been a couple of days, it passed, but whatever. I know I'm late. I don't give a fuck. I just gotta talk about it. So, San Diego Comic-Con passed, and I needed some time to think and collect my thoughts on it. And man, oh man, so it was a very overwhelming year at Comic-Con this year, and from both Marvel and DC for different reasons. But there was not it wasn't horrible, just very overwhelming from my perspective. After all the bullshit I've been through with both companies, it's been a very overwhelming experience. So I just wanted to take this time to give kind of like my thoughts and kind of recap of all the stuff that was announced. There was a lot of good, there was a lot of bad, but overall just a lot of meh. So in this video, please forgive me if I sound like I'm fucking bored, because trust me and believe, a lot of the announcements they showed up, I just was kind of like, oh boy, here we go. And I think the first one we got to talk about is goddamn DC, man. Oh my goodness. DC, what happened, bro? What happened? You guys had it, and they fucking dropped the ball. What the fuck? Yo, it was the most saddest shit watching that DC fucking conference, bro. That announcements they had, or the lack of announcements, was so appalling. I was just so flabbergasted on them having really nothing to show. Like, thank God for The Rock for being an entertainer and being like such a cool dude. Like that cool ass introduction he did with the fucking Black Adam suit. Like, that was cool. But besides that, there was nothing to be excited about over DC. I don't know. I can't imagine you being a DC fan and being excited for anything they show, because they literally showed absolutely nothing we already had not known that was coming. Like, nothing. They showed absolutely fucking nothing. And watching their conference and thinking about it, I think the biggest problem DC has is that their marketing fucking sucks, and most importantly, they do not know how to take fans' feedback into consideration for anything. You know, you have Rock coming up on stage and him having to bullshit his way to avoid the Henry Cavill rumors, because say that he's gonna be playing Superman again, and that would have been a dope ass announcement. I, for one, kind of already kind of knew he wasn't going to come, because he's probably filming The Witcher, and also currently, from what I gather, he has COVID, so that wasn't going to be a possibility at all. But the simple fact that DC has not acknowledged him as Superman and is avoiding him as Superman, it's bullshit. It's bullshit. This is a man who wants to play Superman. You have an actor who's passionate about the character. You have actors who wants the character to come back and wants to be around this character. And you have you literally have a fan base ranting and raving at how much they want Superman to come back. I do not understand how DC can let their fucking fan base just starve like this. You know, say what you want about Marvel, say whatever you want about Marvel and how they operate and how Kevin Feige operates, but based off of their panel, which I'm gonna talk about, at least Kevin Feige listens. And I know, based off of what he's talked about, I think Marvel fans are gonna be pretty happy on what they're eating. They gonna be eating pretty fucking good for the next few years. DC, don't get me wrong, there was some cool stuff. Like, I like the Shazam trailer. I really think Shazam is gonna be a fun movie. Like, Dwayne Rock is gonna bring his fucking A game. I think it's gonna make a fun movie. I don't know if his acting is gonna be that great, but I think his presence and as an entertainer, he's gonna bring his A game. I don't get the premise of the fucking story, however, but whatever. And I really am looking forward to Shazam. I thought Shazam 1 was a good Phase 1 Marvel movie, and before anybody comments below, oh, don't compare it to fucking Marvel. Marvel is better. Fucking DC's better. DC's more serious than Marvel. It's not a kiddie movie. Bruh, like, the whole movie is a fucking comedy. Anywho, but the reason I say it felt like a Phase 1 Marvel movie because it had a great foundation for what's to come for DC, and this one just feels like a bigger, better movie than the first movie. You could clearly tell it. I love the new designs of the costumes, and more importantly, I personally really, really love the idea that Billy is kind of having this crisis of faith. And basically crisis of faith. He's having a little crisis of faith of like saying, like, feeling like he's inadequate as a superhero because there's so many superheroes, like there's the Flash and everybody, quote unquote. Yeah, I use air quotes for that. That DC has so many heroes that he feels like he's inadequate. And I really like that idea that Billy Batson is suffering from that. So we'll see how it goes. But I just, nothing they show, nothing on the Flash, which again, like, understandable. They have like a situation with Ezra Miller, so I guess. Nothing on Aquaman 2. Hell, you literally this week you had a fucking Jason Momoa had to literally promote his own shit. He had to promote fucking that Ben Affleck is going to be part of the fucking movie. Wait, what? And nothing on Blue Beetle, nothing on Batgirl. That's odd. This was the moment DC should have said, Marvel is down for the count. Let's get in that ass. So let's be on that ass. Like, let's not let them do Wake Up DP. All right? Let's get on that ass. And they didn't. They let Marvel do Wake Up DP. They let Marvel do fucking Super. Wake Up Super. Why? You didn't even block the shit. You just took the hit. It's just embarrassing. It's very embarrassing. It is a very embarrassing time to be a DC fan. I don't know how anybody can sit here and say this was like the best conference from DC. I thought it was a fucking joke. I will, however, give them another props, though. However, I did like the announcement for Ruby to lead. I was a huge fan of the Ruby series back in the day, so to see that finally blow up and now doing like an animated feature with possibly one of the best animated companies is really fucking cool. Like, I like it. We'll see how it goes. Hopefully it's in an anime format, but we'll see. Other than that, I just nothing on Snyderverse. I'm sorry, Snyder fans. Like, you know, I'm championing for you guys. And despite me not even caring about the fucking franchise or caring about Zack's vision of the characters, I do think it's a place in the DCEU for that characters. Hell, if we can have a story about fucking the Joker, if we can have the Batman, if we can have the DCEU and that whole nonsense and their whole universe not making fucking sense half of the time, we can have Snyder's wacky fucking universe. And I think, you know, for Jim Lee to just say that, you know, really hurt. Like, that was a fucking hurt. Having fucking Rock come out and say, well, we don't got anything for fucking Superman, hurt. Like, fans don't want to hear that after years of not seeing San Diego Comic-Con. Nobody wants to come to San Diego Comic-Con being fucking disappointed. I was just rather them not have shown the fuck up. And so DC, I don't know. This was a very meh. I want to say bad, but it's just a very mediocre at best. The only positive I'll say, and on a positive note, at least You got DC fandom coming, so maybe they'll show more there, maybe they'll show more footage and whatnot, but I don't know, man. This made me kind of feel bad for oh man, the shit metaphor runs very deep for what I said in my last video. Oh my goodness, y'all just gotta ride that wave, man. Y'all gotta ride that storm out. Oh, goodness grease. And last but not least, Marvel, man. Marvel, man. Kevin Feige. You gotta love Kevin Feige, man. This man is literally just said, confirmed every fucking thing I said in my previous video. If you did not watch it, please go watch it. I love how Kevin Feige basically confirmed everything I said in that video, how the Phase 4 Marvel has been a complete waste of time, and besides a few movies and shows, the rest of the phase has been completely devoid of focus, and it is aimless, and that characterizations have been shitty, because you've been allowing fucking directors to do whatever the fuck they want and not have a clear, direct vision for the MCU and what's going forward. All it is implied. We're implying things, we're probably setting up this, but we're not really paying it off in other shows. It's a separate own little thing. You're doing some DC shit and I don't fucking like it. I said this multiple times in my video. You can rewatch it, watch it. But Kevin Feige was like, I hear you guys. I hear you. So we're going to cut Phase 4 abruptly and just move on to Phase 5 and 6. I'm like, oh my goodness. I was dying. And because of him announcing that, it made me uninterested throughout the whole entire announcements that they were making. I just could not care less about any of the panel shit. I could care less about any shit that they announced. I know they showed off 2 trailers, so we're just gonna say this. She-Hulk, I do not give 2 shits. That can go in the fucking garbage. I do not care for She-Hulk. We couldn't even get fucking Hulk movie, but yet we get a She-Hulk show, which is fucking baffling, but whatever. I just do not care for this, and it's not because of the actress or anything like that. It's just, I just don't find it all that interesting. I know Daredevil's supposed to pop up. This is the only way you're gonna get Daredevil until next year. By the way, this year has been the year for Charlie Cox. Shout outs to Charlie Cox. Anywho, like, just could not care less. And I think what really made me say I was super not on board with this was the whole third or fourth wall breaking. I was like, oh no, no. Like, that conflicts super heavily with Deadpool. So eventually, if we do get Deadpool, my question is, how are they gonna do his fourth wall? Are they gonna be as raunchy as how they were in his solo movies, or are they just kind of like whatever? Like, how are they handling that? Like, I have so much questions now for Deadpool and the X-Men, because I don't know. I never thought She-Hulk was the type to do fourth wall. I don't know why she would be the character you guys decide to do fourth wall. It made sense for Deadpool because Deadpool's fucking insane. He's literally insane. So I just don't know. I just found it really annoying. And I don't know. I just wasn't feeling this trailer. Hopefully the show's good, but I just could not care less about this shit. Moving on, and this one's a doozy, so bear with me. Wakanda Forever. That trailer though. Oh man. That was the toughest trailer I've ever had to watch for a movie. Because that scene where when Angela Bassett gives that speech in that trailer.
I am queen of the most powerful nation in the world! And my entire family is gone! Have I not given everything?
I shedded a tear. I was like, Damn, man, that hit hard. That transcended more than just a comic book movie to me, man. That was like that spoke to me from a human from a human perspective. Like man, we lost Chadwick, man. Like we lost Chadwick, man, our king. And he's not even a real king, but it's like, man, we lost someone really larger than life in a way. And it really made me think about you know all the times Chadwick was probably sick and probably was weak while filming Black Panther, but decided to get back up and continue and do what he did for the role because he understood the importance of Black Panther. So for me, like this trailer hit hard because that's some king shit. Many men would have said like, I'm passing up on this role, or oh, I can't do it no more, or make up some, or just have some excuse. Chadwick stood to his fucking core of his being, and he just fucking did it. He just kept going to the very end. And it's sad that he's gone, man. And that's why, for me, I do not envy the choice Ryan Coogler had to make as a director. Like me personally, I would have recast, but this is a damn if you do, damn if you don't situation. Like if you had recast, people would have bitched and complained. If you had kept them, people like me would bitch and complain. So either the way, you can't please everyone, but what you can do is make a movie that's gonna celebrate the life and the legacy of Chadwick. And this movie is, I know when people watching in the theater is gonna hit hard. This may not be the Black Panther movie for me personally, because again, I would have preferred a recast of T'Challa, because there's so much tales to talk about. There's so much I would like to be explored. Like I would love to explore how the Wakanda nation took the snap. I would love to know how Namor and T'Challa would be. I would love to know what is the fucking sacrifice and the consequence of opening up your border at the end of the first movie. There's so much. And hell, as an X-Men fan, let's be real, Black Queens, we all know, man, we all want to see T'Challa and Storm get together in the MCU. Like, we gotta get it, man. We gotta, man, oh man, we all want to see that. So, it sucks that we're not gonna get that. It sucks, and I just don't care to see a movie with just like not T'Challa in it. Then again, I gotta give the first movie a lot of props. That female representation was really good. So, and it's all the ladies this time, so they're taking up huge of the heavyweight. So I don't know, like they got a lot to prove. They got a lot to do, and I wish them all the best luck on this movie. I'm not excited for it, but this is gonna be one of those movies where it's like, oh boy, like this is gonna be a hard pill to swallow, man. This is gonna be a hard pill to swallow. You know how it's gonna be a hard pill to swallow? You really want to know how it's gonna be a hard pill to swallow? Like, man, just the simple fact that they have "We Gonna Be Alright" playing in the background. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this is gonna be a hard movie to swallow. That's all I gotta say, man. That's all I gotta say on this. Other than that, there was nothing really much else Marvel showed that had me really excited. You would think the Daredevil announcement had me fucking busting nuts in my pants. And It would have if I didn't hear that it was 18 episodes. And I gotta be real, I was getting CW flashbacks because some of the CW shows be wasting fucking time with their 18 episodes. Like I always tell people the sweet spot is 8 to 13 episodes of a show. And I'm glad Kevin Feige's listening to the audience on hey, we really would like more episodes, but fuck, 18? Oh, like, I guarantee you half of those shits are gonna be fillered. I guarantee you, like, one-off stories that no one's gonna give a fuck. But we'll see. And I don't know if it's gonna be rated PG. It better be hard R. They have a lot to live up to. That the Netflix series was amazing, so they got a lot to live up to. What else? I'm going all over the place. There's 2 Avengers movies, Kane Dynasty and Secret War. That's cool. Like, a lot of people's been asking for an Avengers movie. When are we gonna get the next Avengers movie? When are we gonna get the next Avengers movie? So now they're here. One of them is gonna be directed by, I believe, the Shang-Chi director. So I know those fight scenes are gonna be dope, but I don't know. Like, I'm just so blown over, fucking just so wrecked by Phase 4. I'm not excited for any of this shit, guys. I just gotta be honest with you. Like, Phase 4 completely wrecked me so hard that I'm just like, fuck, this ain't it, Chief, man. This is not it. Like, all the rest of these announcements were just kind of like, whatever. No Spider-Man announcement, like, besides the animated cartoon, which I'm looking forward to that, only because that's going to be like a separate thing in the MCU. It's going to be a multiverse story. But other than that, no X-Men. I'm hearing rumors that we won't get X-Men until 2025 because of license with contracts with people, which that doesn't make any sense. I don't know why the fuck you just can't pay those actors out. It's fucking Disney. Come on, Disney. But whatever. And I don't know. I just did not find anything what they announced was like extremely interesting, except, again, maybe the Daredevil. That's it. Daredevil was the only announcement I was like, oh, okay. But all of the rest of this was just concerning to me. It was like, again, quantity does not mean quality. And until Marvel cleans their quality, get their quality and control in check, I'm just not excited for anything they really announce. A lot of it's cool. A lot of it's gonna be cool. But, Secret War, I think that's gonna be cool. I'm hoping with Secret War, and this is my little theory, I'm hoping like that will be how we introduce the X-Men. But again, I kind of want the X-Men now. That's just me. That's how we're gonna probably introduce the X-Men. I guarantee by the end of Secret War, they're gonna reset the universe and they're gonna be like, oh, now the X gene is exploding into a lot of people, and now there's the fucking X-Men. Other than that, I just could not care less about what Marvel was doing. It was a very meh experience. It wasn't horrible, and if you're a huge Marvel fan, you were probably eating good, but I was just kind of like, ugh. Like, until they show me what they can do, I don't trust anything fucking Marvel's doing. A little miscellaneous stuff before we wrap up this video. Dungeons and Dragon movie looked kind of sick. After watching a few episodes of the newest season of Stranger Things, I'm actually kind of interested in playing some Dungeons and Dragon. I know Critical Thinking does Dungeons and Dragons a few times, so I probably want to watch this movie. Game of Thrones, whatever. Like, I don't give two flying fucks about Game of Thrones prequel series. And anybody who do is weird. I don't know how y'all can tolerate that, but whatever. Uh, what else? What else? Walking Dead. Tales of the Walking Dead. That kind of caught my interest. Uh, I know there's a Michonne and Rick show coming out, and I just don't care. But I am interested in their Tales of the Walking Dead. I might check that out. As long as I don't have to fucking watch the original Walking Dead, because I was a huge Walking Dead fan, and then I just dropped it when they started disrespecting the comic books. Anywho, what else? What else? What else was really there to talk about? Oh, Sandman looks interesting, but it's Netflix, so I don't know if that's gonna be great. I'm gonna take that with a grain of salt. And by the way, Netflix, where the fuck is my Devil May Cry series, animated series? I'm just saying, like, where the fuck is that? Like, I haven't seen that. Spent all that time doing the garbage ass Resident Evil. You can't give me a fucking Devil May Cry anime. Thing I'll say, and then I'll wrap it up. Despite me not really caring about most, if not all the stuff both Marvel and DC showed, I am glad that Comic-Con is back. I am glad that people got to go there because it is a wonderful experience. And again, you know, just being in that area must be exciting as fuck. And I'm hoping, next year we'll get some more cool ass announcement from both DC, especially DC and Marvel. But as of right now, I don't know. A lot of people would say I'm franchise fatigue. I don't think so. I'm just tired of mediocrity from both. More so Marvel. I just am more angry at DC's incompetence more than anything, but I'm more angry at Marvel for just being unfocused lately. So it's not. I'm just. So we'll see. I guess we'll just see what happens. Anyway, let me know what you think, guys. What was your favorite announcement from the show? Comment in the section, let me know. And as always, stay tuned. I got more videos coming. Like and subscribe. I know I don't tell people to do that, but let's try and get to 100 subscribers, man. We out here, we trying, man. We trying, man. So, anywho, it's your boy, Mr. Degenerate, signing off. Have a good one. Be safe, my little degenerates.